We've been sent the Magic Fizz Wireless Follow Focus Basic Kit by SmallRig. Now, what is a follow focus kit?
Well, what is follow focus and who is focus puller? Let's start with this. The focus puller is the person who pulls the focus in cinematography.
Interesting.
So what he does is he marks the area and then he marks the other area, and when they film in, his job is to get from that area to that area very nice and smooth.
Yeah. Now, SmallRig have made this thing, Magic Fizz, and we've got the basic kit.
And let's see the real thing.
Okay. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
So SmallRig have made this little kit to make your cinematography that bit more professional and easier. See what Con's doing there? He's actually using the focus puller to move the focus on the lens. Hopefully you can see that.
I'm focusing on you. You are now nice and sharp on your sofa, wherever you are.
There is a pistol grip for the controller. We didn't get the kit with the pistol grip, so we've set it up with our cage. Now this lens is quite short, but normally you'd be able to mount this on your cage.
You know, the fun bit is, normally I would fit it in here, but also the good thing about this, you can fit it on any side of your rig, or hold it like this or attach the pistol grip, and then that little screen over there, you can just flip it towards you so it's never upside down.
This works both wirelessly and connected to the motor. The motor can be powered through a battery. We used our Atomos battery, but it is also a Sony video battery, or it can be connected through a power delivery supply.
It's 7.4 volt delivery, so if you've got one of those that can supply that, you can just hook it up there and maybe attach it to your rig as well.
What's in the box? We have a wireless handwheel controller, wireless receiver motor, a battery plate, we got our own battery for this one, a hand grip adapter, a 15mm rod, a rod clamp, a snap-on follow focus gear ring, you get 2 of these, a USB-C to USB-C cable, and follow focus marking discs, of which we get 1 and a spare. It doesn't come with a cable for your Nikon camera, so you may need to order one. What it comes with is a standard USB-C cable for charging. It also comes with a very snazzy carrying case.
This rig, also you can get a cable to attach to your camera, so you can press record on the unit itself and the camera will start recording, which means you can be quite far away from the subject. So let's say maybe you have a cameraman there, you have a remote screen and you can just focus pull there and start and stop recording there. It also works wirelessly with some cameras. At the moment, they list Canon and Sony cameras is fully compatible. Now from Nikon range, only Z50 compatible wirelessly, but I'm sure that SmallRig will eventually release an upgrade to work with the full frame cameras, and obviously currently Z6 and Z9 would be the best cameras for video work in mirrorless range. So imagine you put your lens on the camera. First thing you need to do is actually calibrate it. So what you need to do is press the down button on the controller itself, and calibration screen will show up, and you need to hold it for 3 seconds. And what it does now, it focuses from infinity to close focusing distance. That's how it calibrates the lens. What we have now, when I'm focusing, now it will stop right at the closest focusing distance. And if I need to go back to infinity, I also have a full throw of the controller. Back in the day, the manual focus puller would mark a point A with a Sharpie, and there would be a little arrow here. And then it would set the lens to the last point or point B, and it would mark it as well. And the idea is once you start to film, you go from that marking to that marking. Now with this system, you can do it digitally. So now, if I want to set my point A and point B digitally, all I have to do is actually click mark and click point A first. So I press mark again. Then I will zoom in to the point B, and once it's set, I'm going to press mark again to confirm, and it's done. So now the full throw will focus from point A to point B. So imagine you have 2 glasses, one at the front, one at the back, and then you set them up, and then you smoothly focus from one to another without any issues. All right, let's take it out in the wild in the space of this room and show you how it works.
So this is a little test to show you how something like this setup could work in the field. We're using the 58mm f/0.95 for maximum depth of field, or minimum depth of field, I should say. So now it's focused on me, and then Con, using the remote control, has set himself a marker.
Oh, hello, we're here. If you haven't noticed me, because it's 0.95 depth of field on the beautiful 58mm lens, then here I am. And behind us, we also have a camera that filming this camera, filming us. Can you imagine this? What do you think, Becky?
It's the inception of videography, that's what it is. So
Exactly.
this is a practical way of showing you how this can work.
And this is the end of the test. We're going to wrap up because it's starting to rain. So, who is it for, Becky?
This is for anyone that wants to get serious about their cinematography, really. Obviously, these are designed for everyone from mirrorless users up to professional RE, Red, and Sony camera users. So this would really work for anyone at any skill level.
That's true. And if you shoot it commercially and you don't use autofocus lenses, this is really good. You can even have two units like this, and one will control your focusing and another one will control your zoom ring, which is really cool. And then all you have to do is you basically switch between different units by choosing different channel. That's all it is. But as we say, maybe if you're using autofocus lenses for YouTube production like us, maybe it's not going to be very useful, but maybe one day where we aspiring cinematographers will actually get serious and start to shoot with manual focus lenses, then it could be very useful. And to have a thing like this, even a couple of years ago, was almost impossible. Or if it was, it would be very, very expensive. Now have a look at the lag. There's pretty much no lag at all, which is really, really nice. And as you can see, the focusing is not jerky at all. It's nice and smooth. And you can either slow down or speed up the focusing at your will.
We'd like to thank SmallRig for sending this to us to try out. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a subscribe. Pop in the comments what you think. Is this a tool that you would use? Do you find it helpful, interesting, something you might invest in?
If you got one already, share your experience. And we'll see you soon.
Thank you.